Welcome to OceanBlock 2, Episode 7. Today, I think it's about time we finish the pack. Now we have some time crystals. I want to make a time crystal block and chuck it here, and this should goo into a budding one so that it just grows. And there we go, our budding time block, which we have to pick up, and I've got some growth accelerators, so let's make that a system, if ever ends. Well, I remember we should now, if I make one of these, be able to make a flight module for our chest plates. So I put my generator in the Yay, so now we should have, no, I thought we had creative flight now. I haven't put the chest plate on. Now we've got creative flight. Finally, woohoo, fly. So there we go, now we are making time crystals. I think are on, yes, should speed things up. Oh, these budding time crystals don't actually work like normal growing budding things. We need to absorb energy from the overworld, the nether, and a compact machine. We need some advanced swappers. So I'm not sure, do we need to go into one of each? Let's see how the advanced swapper works first. I took it to the nether and it changed to orange. Oh, I think it's gone through the portal without me. How kind. Then if I take it into a compact machine and let it out again, it should turn into a proper time crystal, though I have no idea what the advanced swappers were for. It confused me too much. Now I have to link them or whatever. There was no wikis for these mods, so I'm confused, but we'll just do it manually. And there we go, now it is correct, so I just cover it and we'll take it back and then we'll try it in our system. Oh, look, it's growing. Small time crystal clusters. We did it. Woo! We just have to make sure to only break it when it's actually, when it's like that, and then, yay, time crystals. After ferrying that budding thing around a few times, we now have a time crystal block and blade glowstone and enhanced ender ingot and some premium, and this should get us our final attenuation crystal. This one's taking a very long time. I think we're running out of power, but I do have an advanced energy. Let me supply a little bit of extra energy to this, so this is going to drain very, very fast, so it won't be very much more. But there we go, we have our ultimate rift attenuation crystal, which increases our time to 100%. However, the next thing we need is the heart of the rift, which will spawn us the boss. So I've actually, while that was making, collected everything for it: an abyssal pearl, more promethium, an enhanced ender ingot, and a teleportation core. Hopefully this doesn't take too much energy because we haven't got much left. And there we have it. One heart of the rift, which will spawn us the boss next time we go to the rift. However, we've got a few things we need to do beforehand. Our aim of this pack is to go home. And to go home we need 12 trophies. They're all the trophies. So I actually don't know how many of these we have already. We've got the heart of the rift, so that's one of them. We have a pump trophy, which I think we already have if I check. Yes, we do have the pump trophy. So that's another one. We have got polymorphin fluid. I haven't killed this guy. We need to get this. We need to empower everything. Okay, we need to empower some more things. We've done the particle accelerator. We've done the time crystal. I haven't made this. To defeat a couple guys, and we got the replicator trophy. So out of the 12 trophies, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 more to do before we can defeat the final boss. Be able to make the quantum computer core, quite a few singularities to make them. Like there's probably actually equivalent. Anyway, we are putting cobble into a sense are making singularities. Oh, it's going to actually think balls and then make the reaction chain anyway. So it seems to be a little bit of a tangent. It needs some special. I've literally just forgotten what they're called at Entro seed. Okay, we need an entro seed. I think if we oh no. Right click a Fluix block. Okay, Fluix. Have that. Have 2. Let's just do budding entro crystal. So I'll probably put that over here with this system and we will have stuff. This is all set up, ready for the matter balls once they come. And there we have it, some lovely entro clusters. I've just set up a little bit of auto crafting back here. Yes, this is very much not an efficient way to do it. I don't care, whatever. It'll do for now. And that is a couple of CPUs over here. We probably could have a couple more eventually. And there we go, some auto crafting. And that's because some of the stuff that we want to make is a little fiddly and I want to have to make it manually. So let's find a pattern recipe. We need some more quartz glass. That's fine. 1 pattern. And our first pattern, as a pattern should always be a pattern for a pattern. So there we go, encoded, and that should go in Oh, I need one of those interface terminals. Interface terminal. What's it called? There we go. A pattern access terminal. So now if there, did it. I don't know why this screen is so small. I crashed. I was trying to extend the pattern terminal size. It crashed. And everything's working very well. Okay, well it was working, but now it keeps getting stuck and I'm not sure. Now I have more than 32 entro crystals. Once we have enough power, we should be able to break them down and double them in a reaction chamber with Floatus crystals, which will help a lot. Oh, it takes water for this. Maybe I'll make another reaction chamber. We'll see. Okay, that seems to be enough power now that we have these. So, oh, there we go. 64 entro crystals, nice and easily. And with an airdrop coming, so that's nice. There it is. Now, let's see if we've got enough power to turn matter balls into the quantum singularities. We do. Woohoo. Perfect. Our system is working. Right, so I also now need to put the singularities in with some skystone dust and some ender pearls, and this should get us some shattered singularities. Lovely. The inscribers keep not working. So much of this stuff. I'm like, I don't know if it's the pipes or what, it just doesn't want to work half the time. It's fine if you set it off, and then if it runs out of anything, it gets stops. It's a little frustrating. Because the inscribers are being silly, we're going to make a crystal assembler, which does the same thing. So this should be fine. We do need some of this, which takes water. And once that's crafted, we should have everything. Yeah, everything else. So this should be our machine. This should be our skystone tank. And oh, no, not quite. And now we should be able to make it. Okay, lovely crystal assembler. Do we have any more accelerators? Well, I could have a couple more. Okay, there we go. And I assume does it take normal power or must it be AE2 power? Did I not just make this? I'm so confused. I've got only something else in my inventory now. A little lost. So let's try that again. Crystal assembler. Oh, it's right there. Wait, we've got two. Got two now. Yeah, that was strange. Okay, these do connect to normal power. That's very nice. So how these work with automation. What we really want is a circuit slicer, which will take all of the presses, I think. Engineering, logic, silicon, calculation, a concurrent one, which we don't actually even have at the moment. And that should cut everything for us. So it doesn't go in the crystal assembler. That's obviously just for assembling. Be silly. Yes, we'll do that next. Watch this not work, but if I put these three things in the crystal assembler, oh, there we go, an concurrent thing. So can we copy this with classic way? No, we just have to make it again. Okay, well, I'll make two just so we can have one for this as well. Okay, so this should be not that, this and this. There we go, a circuit slicer. So now we have the stuff that cuts the silicon and the stuff that assembles it. So if I take this, some redstone and the gold, chuck all these in, not that, yeah, oh, that's so much faster, that's way better. So I need a lot of Certus quartz, loads and loads and loads, about 7,000 Certus quartz, and either I can grow Certus quartz seeds, or here's a better idea. Certus quartz is made of 2 fire and 4 precious. Netherite, specifically blocks of netherite, have a whole lot of that. Loads and loads and loads. So the idea is grow netherite seeds, which I'm just getting started. The ender stars take ages. And then we can just replicate it. That's going to be way more efficient, I think, anyway. So that's what we're going to do. Do I actually have any ender stars? No, we do have to wait. But that should hopefully speed up some of the other processes. I've also been making a lot of silicon because we need it. I have set up automation for the processes behind the wall. This isn't very good, but I don't think we need that much auto crafting, so I can change it up later. But yes, they work really nicely. So yeah, getting a little closer to home. This is a massive grind. I didn't really realize how much of a grind it was. And there's our netherite seeds, so now we can switch out the Certus, have tons of netherite. I put in 4 netherite and now we can make 121 Certus quartz just from that, so it's pretty efficient. Also, I added more replicators. It looks very cool when they're all going. Our other problem is this little thing here, a quantum processor, and we only need 32 of it. Sounds great, sounds easy, however, we need quantum alloy. Quantum alloy is incredibly expensive. To make a quantum alloy, we need 4 shattered singularities and 4 normal singularities, which is in total 8 singularities. You also need 1,000 quantum infusion, and 1,000 quantum infusion is quantum infused dust, which is you guessed it, another singularity. So that's 9 singularities. So that's 9 singularities times like 32, which is, you know, like 2 stacks and 16 singularities, and they're from the matter condensers, which are very slow. So we need to speed up that process. And how will we do that? By making lots and lots of these, of netherite cobble generators. Lots, a whole stack. I have about 9 set up right now, and this is the rate we're getting matter balls, which is a lot better than it was, so already progress is good. Actually, we need a few less than we thought, because this makes 2, which is very nice. We are getting very close to being able to make quantum core. I've got loads of singularities, or the matter balls anyway, which are making singularities slowly in the reaction chamber. I've got Nortech, Oritech generators here with turbo fuel, which we got from airdrops in the house, and FE per tick, which should really be enough to power this thing. But really, I don't quite understand the limits on it. But while we're doing that, I thought we could have a work on the prismarine crystal shard. So we need an aquarine pickaxe and some electrolyte algae. So to get this aquarine pickaxe, we have to get gear, which is the rusty gear, and either craft it with this pressurized air bottle we get from a quest, which is probably, or a mob can drop it. But we've got a mob farm, and a mob's never dropped it, so I think it would be best just to try and get it through this way in the quest. And for that we need to get some brown polymer, a diving chest plate, and that's really easy. Just need some brown dye, and I'm just replicating cocoa beans and dried kelp, and that's it. This was also apparently the last quest in getting started, so we've now finished the first chapter as well as the second chapter, so that's quite nice. And we have our pressurized air bottles, allow us to make a rusty gear. Lovely. Now we have a rusty gear, we need to unrust it, and to get that we need etching acid, and that's fairly simple. Apart from we pufferfish. Pufferfish could only be got, I think, through crafting with fish essence. So we're going to make some fish seeds, and we've got our fish seeds, and if we put the etching acid there and throw the rusty gears in, they should clean, and now we have just normal clean gears. And yes, I am commentating over this. The audio broke, so I thought this would be better. We need to make a burnt coil, chuck it under here, and if I chuck it under again, I think I had problems with this. There we go, that should hopefully fix it. There we go. Now we have a lesser channeling coil, and that should be able to make us our pickaxe. We're also going to need some salt water, which we can get from Brian the Fluid, not the person. But actually we're going to do it in a tempered glass jar because it's just much easier, and this is to get the fluid which will actually activate the special ability of the pickups that we need. Also making the quantum core. So here's the mixer from Nortech. If I activate the crystal, it should start working, and it took a little minute for me to actually get this to work, but eventually it did work and we got the bucket of what we needed. If we go back, we will in a second, there we go, chuck the pickaxe in, that should be the special ability activated, and we just need to charge the thing, and charging is done through the charger and the big crystal again, which is quite a fun mechanic really. So once it's charged up we can break the crystal, and there's our quest, and because of that we now get the lovely trophy. We have also finished making the quantum computer core after a very long time, and that also got us a trophy, so now we don't really have that many left to get. But one of the ones we need is through empowering things via actually additions, which is nice and simple. So there I am empowering a palace crystal block, and now we have the trophy as well. So we should just have bosses to do now, and that shouldn't be too bad. We've got Ignis, who's in the nether, and Leviathan, and to summon Ignis we need some dying embers, and to summon Leviathan we need this heart thing, which we will get. So to summon Ignis, we need to come to this burning arena, and here we are. And to get the burning ashes, we killed these ignited revenants, which hide underneath the floor. It took me quite a while to find these. I think I also got a bit confused about the burning ashes and what I needed for, when actually what I had would summon the boss. And here he is being summoned. And this guy is really cool. I am shooting him with my Eclipse alloy bow. I have upgraded it. It did take me a very long time, and I did actually run out of fuel during this, which meant the bow wouldn't charge, and then the bow ran out of charge, so I did actually have to go back to the base and make some fancy coal from Just Die things to actually be able to charge everything up again. It was also a pain because I ran out of flight. So there we go, we killed him after coming back, and yes, there's our trophy, and we got an instant break upgrade. I think that was for the mining laser, but we lost our mining laser. So the final boss is the Leviathan, and this structure actually doesn't have the Leviathan in it, but I thought it did. So I'm going to kill this cool tentacly purple thing. It's like a challenge spawner, so tentacled horror. He's pretty cool. I can't remember if I killed enough to actually get the rewards. Maybe I did. But yes, this was not the correct location. But oh no, I did actually do it all, so that's lovely. And I got some echo shards and stuff, and a pickaxe, a paxel, so that's not too bad. But we do actually need to find the correct location, and to do that I made this compass, which should show us where the structure is. So that's very, very useful, and there it is under the ground, and here I am inside it. I did use my portal gun so that we can get back and forth nice and easily, and we need to kill some of these cool little creatures to be able to get the ingredients to be able to summon the Leviathan. So I think we got everything. There we go, one abyssal sacrifice. So let's head back through the portal and fight the thing. Hopefully we've got a good enough equipment. So here it is, the arena. We will summon him. Screen shakes as before, and there he is, the Leviathan. He is very cool looking. All the mobs in this are very cool. And now I can have unstressed commentary while doing this. He was tough. He was hard. I think the problem was he kept sucking me in. Yes, there he goes, sucking me in. And also, yeah, it was easier to hit him, I think. So, yeah, I struggled a little bit with this. Oh dear, I can't escape. There we go. We died. Lovely stuff. And I think I died a couple times. There we go. Dead again. And there he is again. And... oh, did we kill him? I think we killed him. I don't think I got it on camera because I was panicking. But there we go, we did it. And now we should only have one more trophy left. I think that's me counting to 11. Yes, so now all we need to do is kill the Rift Weaver who's in the rift. And to do that, we need the heart, which I think we already made and got the trophy for. So here we are back at our portal. Let's jump through. And it's very dark here. We have fully upgraded our Eclipse alloy. Obviously, we've got flight, though I don't think it actually works in the rift. And here we go, spawning the Rift Weaver. He was very scary. Look at his cool purple wings. Yeah, so here's me fighting with the Eclipse alloy bow. We're doing a fair bit of damage, and oh yes, I must have died. That happens quite a lot. But yes, we died. We got kicked out. So I have to travel back down into it, try and kill him again. Oh yes, and this time I actually geared up properly, and I bought some different coloured apples which will give us health boosts, such as resistance and speed and haste and strength and fire resistance. So hopefully that will benefit us a little more and teach me to actually prepare for these sort of battles. Luckily for me though, the Rift Weaver is still there, so we can spam him with arrows for a while longer. I wasn't sure really which bow was best. Apart from the Eclipse bow, I put something on it that meant it would use a potion effects from arrows, but I just seemed to take the power down really, really fast, and we died again. Well, we got shunted back, so technically we died, but we didn't lose anything. And there we go, back into the rift. Oh, and we killed him. Woohoo! It took me quite a while to actually get into the rift to kill him. There's like a cooldown on the portal, so you can only go for it so many times in so many minutes. But we did it. We killed the Rift Weaver, and we still had 11 minutes left, so we've got the final trophy. The guy's dead. I'm sorry you couldn't see the action firsthand, but honestly the audio was painful. It's at the beginning of the episode if you want to hear how bad it was. So let's place our trophies down, and finally it's time to go home. And here we are, home. We did it. And I think that will end the series. What a good pack. Thank you so much, FDV team. I had a great time. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.